Welcome to Simply Joy by Kristen. I'm Kristen and I'm so glad you are here. Do you want to paint a snowman? This video is going to be a little different. I am going to walk through how to paint one of my favorite snowmen. And as I do it, I'm going to share a couple stories. So with that said, you're going to need a base. This base is from Hobby Lobby in their Christmas section. Next up, you're going to need 4 paint colors. I chose a dark green for my background. That is Eden by DIY Paint. Next, you're going to need your white for the snowman. I chose Vintage Linen from DIY Paint. Then you're going to need a black and an orange, and I chose Black Velvet and Summer Crush. But again, you can choose any 4 of these colors in any paint line that you would like. Okay, let's get started by painting the background Eden, or a dark green if you're following along with me. So I was a young teacher in a small town in southern Minnesota. I had moved there not knowing anyone. I had moved there for the job, and I had left a beautiful group of friends in college, and now it's by myself, and I was yearning for a place to belong, yearning for a place to be seen. I was looking for friends, and I was fortunate enough to be part of a quilting group. Nope, I don't quilt. For a season. So grateful. But I'm actually going to share about the second group that I found, and that was me just being bold and stepping out and doing something that scared me a little bit. There was a small craft store in the town I was in, and I went to check it out and saw that they had Friday night crops. Essentially, they met once a month on a Friday to hang out and create together in the little shop. Well, I went there, and I will say I was a little intimidated. I wasn't exactly sure what to expect. And as I was laying everything out, I realized that I forgot my paper trimmer. Before I tell you how I solved the problem of not having a paper trimmer, let's talk about the snowman. I created a template for the snowman head along with the famous carrot template. I have used this one for years. I like the shape of this nose, and so I just keep using it. So I am putting 3 snowman friends on this blank, and I am painting them in vintage linen. So let's get back to the paper trimmer. So I looked around, and everyone was talking with each other. I don't know, there was probably 8 to 10 ladies there, and they were all doing their own thing, and I didn't want to bother anyone, and I didn't know anyone, and I think my shyness got the best of me. So I decided the best plan was to sneak out. I left my stuff there, sneak out, drive back home. I wasn't very far away, but drive back home, get my paper trimmer, get back in the car, get there, and lo and behold, I don't know if anyone recognized that I stepped out for that long. But yep, I drove all the way back just to get a paper trimmer because I could not create what I wanted without one, and I didn't ask. That's kind of crazy, right? Okay, let's talk more about these precious snowmen. I absolutely love using template for things that I want to be consistent for each project that I'm doing. I've used this nose for multiple years. I'm going to even show you a sneak peek so you can see what it looks like. It is adorable. And it's just something that I sketched out, I cut out, and I've just kept over the years and just have chose to reuse. Like, seriously, how cute? How cute are these snowmen? So did I ever go back to that group? I did. I did. I am so thankful. Got to know them so well. And one of them ended up being one of my dearest friends. And I would never have met her had I not been bold and checked out this group and then not get scared off and keep going. Sometimes we have to make those big, bold moves, and then we are seen, and then we find our place that we belong, and being part of a creative group is so good. It's so good for you, like, to be surrounded in that community. I want to fast forward maybe 6-ish years, and there was this studio in town that I'd always wanted to go and take a class from, but I just kept putting it off. Have you ever wanted to do something, but you just keep putting it off? I know, I've been there. But let's just catch up on the snowman to make sure that you were following all the steps. I want to point out 2 things. First of all, you might have noticed that I did a curve on the carrot with my brush. It was just to give it more of a dimensional look. The second thing is I was painting the snowman all the way over on the right to make it look like it was forward, because originally I thought the middle snowman was going to be the one that was facing front the most, and so I had to fix that after I decided the carrot nose. So those are just 2 things I want to make sure that I pointed out. Next up are the cute little eyes. I'm making 2, I'm going to say, imperfect circles. I make sure that they are close together, and compared to the nose, they're very small proportionally. I just like the look that this creates. What finally made me go to that art studio? Being sick. I was sick for a very long time, had a lot of health issues, and towards, I'm going to say, the end of the worst, I was pretty depleted, pretty exhausted, just, and just decided randomly to go to one of the classes, reached out to a couple friends. One could make it, one couldn't, and I went, and it was life-changing. It inspired me again about mixed media and junk journals and collages, things that I had always loved but maybe not put together in this way. It really helped me as I was healing. Creativity was something that I don't know if I can put into words what it did for me, but I truly believe being creative is good for your health. And I am so thankful that I finally got to that studio. And you know what I did? You know when you get excited about something, you share it with people? On a monthly basis, and sometimes months, I went more than once. I would take someone, and most of the time it was someone new. I would take someone with me, and we would go and hang out at the studio and take a class, and I brought people along with me because I saw what it was to belong and to be seen and to be creative and to do it together. Time for all the finishing touches on our snowman. You're going to notice I'm giving little white dots inside the eye. Again, just gives dimension. I dry brushed with black around the snowman and on the carrot, you'll notice that it gave it more depth. And then I'm just going to do a little dry brushing of the vintage linen on the carrots just to kind of look like, you know, the snow, and to highlight things and to soften things. And the very last thing that I will be doing just to give it that finishing touch will be splattering. And I'm going to do that both in the black and the white. Splattering makes a mess. Splattering is doesn't have any control, but I absolutely love the look that it does, and it brings it all together. So what happens if you cannot meet in person for a creative community because your town or area doesn't have one, or when they have one it doesn't work for your schedule? What do you do then? Well, I think because of the online aspect changing tides in 2020, that has really become an option that you can build friendships and community online. And you know what? I don't know if I would have thought it was possible if you would have asked me 10 years ago. I'm not a huge technology person, and I prefer sitting down one-on-one over a cup of coffee or creating together. Like, that's my preference. But you know what? Sometimes stepping out and trying something new can lead to something really beautiful. And I have seen that, and I have witnessed it, and I have experienced it. Like Heather and I, we live in Pennsylvania and Georgia, and she is one of my dearest friends, and I'm so thankful for her. And now I have this opportunity to co-lead Cozy and Joy with her. Like, it's amazing. So if you are looking for a creative community, and even if it scares you, even if you're not sure what it looks like, check out the QR code. Check out our frequently asked questions and see if we're a good fit for you. I hope that you see that we're going to be a safe place, a place where we're going to see people, and a place where you're going to have the opportunity to belong. We are asking that all applications be turned in by November 30th, because we want enough time to do all the behind the scenes things and follow up and get us all set up so we are ready to go for January. So again, if this is something you want, we are excited to hear from you. On another exciting note, I have a surprise for December, and you're going to have to check back on December 1st to see what it is. So I cannot wait to see you again, and I hope you have a great day. And remember, just to create for you. Until next time, friend.